good idea. It was an AMPF pizza. Cooked too much. I like bread when it's crunchy and crunchy. Well, that was a good pizza. It was crunchy and crunchy and crunchy in the in the bread section. And then it wasn't that bad when it came to like the sauce and the pepperoni section. Oh man, it's really good. The normal world out there might say, boy, you shouldn't have cooked it so long, but boy, oh, it's really good. I heard you, husband. Yes, husband. Yes, husband. Yes, husband. Okay, let me park, husband. Let me park, husband. Okay. You are the husband that wants to start micromanaging what little money they don't steal or whatever until they stop stealing or whatever. So, you're a husband that always knew they were stealing and stealing and stealing my money, just blatantly saying fuck you to me and stealing my money. And just moving it around in bank accounts or bank statements so you can't tell somebody keeps stealing all the money. And you want to watch my, kind of watch my money. Because you have put money into my name. And then they started threatening you and shoving shit up your ass and stuff. So, these things are so refreshing. This one smells like watermelon. It's like you have a burst on your face of watermelon smell. Oh, so pretty. But anyway, okay, husband. So, you figured out they were stealing the money. After you figured out they were stealing the money, you also you also figured out nobody can prove it. Then you started helping countries realize they were getting their money stolen. Then you helped countries realize their weaponry wasn't real weaponry, that they were being sold. You are a great, great husband. And yes, I would like to talk endlessly about the power of your penis. To advertise to all men that the more you become the most amazing, heroic man ever known, and you decide to work with gods, the more you can actually turn your penis into a rocket ship of weaponry destruction and stuff. And it's cool. It's because, dear husband, it's cool. Boys like to think about their manliness. And who wouldn't want to be the boy with the ultimate manliness? Till it's weaponry. That is cool. And then, babe, when it's just a really good, heroic, commanding officer, he could use his balls and his dick to protect his soldiers. Now, would he rather protect his soldiers by just doing this and throwing out some power of God, or having some kind of powers to just throw out? Probably. But you also have a billion weird avenues to help people if you need to. And it's not a rape or murder gross thing. The weaponry you would have in your balls and penis are just power of God weaponry. You don't have to mix your actual ball smell or your actual real balls into anything. Unless it's your girlfriend, you don't have to create the Betty Crocker recipe like that. It's bionics, babe. It's a big power ball of power that just makes you able to do all these amazing things with the power of God. my husband thinks, well, people are going to feel raped or violated if I save them with my balls. You might want to check with the gods through my queen, my queen, my queen. It's actually pretty cool, badass shit. And the only time it turns into your actual smell your balls or something is when, some girl is feeling that Florence Nightingale effect and wants a little of actual daddy ball action in it. If it's not some girl that wants to understand your actual balls, it's just robotics and power of God and badass shit you can do with the power of God. And the joy of the fact that even goddesses or sexual type powerful intelligences and powers that be can feel comfortable in here and not feel like weirdos. Because, there's rapists and murderers. There was an epidemic problem of murdering me and then raping my death. It's a very disturbing planet. And really good goddesses want to feel happy and comfortable about being sexually existent. So it just helps every which way, babe. And I wanted to take the time to explain that because you're a good man. I also want to try to influence you to have some kind of fighting, independent happiness to fight. You are a very passive husband, but you find all the evidence. You help the countries like it's nothing. If you could add anything about yourself that likes to fight or fight back, I'm just trying to see if you would as a husband. That said, I know you're a passive husband. But you want to keep track of my money or what I spend or something? Okay, I got 2 Dr. Peppers for the man at the AM/PM that needed money, but of course I never have any. But I had my card to buy him something he would want. I put the power of God in it in case you're checking on those things to any extent. I got a pizza. It wasn't that expensive though. I'm getting a cinnamon dulce at the Starbucks, but that's because the husband said that I could, so I thought maybe he put money in to help me out. I'm not sure. You can verify that. I never know what husbands do or don't do. I just ask them for help or something. And then I have to use my powers later to see if they actually did what they said they were going to do or not or whatever. And figure out how to maybe do something else or make up for it if they said they were going to help out but they didn't or whatever. But that's it. And then the room, and you know about the room, so you have followed my money up until the room. And that's all I have spent. Oh, and I put $20 in the gas. Yeah, I realize, husband, that by the time I do a few things, I'm already out of money. The United States and Dubai are going to die forever. The United States and Dubai are suffering death in their soul very badly. With the knowledge they will die forever. They're going to do the most sickening things they can do till the last second. But the only joyous reality is that my holy sacredness and my crown are completely intact. And no one has a right to even go near me or look at me. So they will die severely and constantly and unthinkably. If they are death victims, because I know you feel really bad for the death victims. When they're death victims that understand with a whole happy brain what they're doing, sadly, they're going to be treated like everything 666. When they are doing really well and doing really good and holding on to gods that control them and help them to do really well and really good, then we will be the power of God caring and trying to help them. They are a 50% likelihood of survival, dear husband. And I know you don't like to think about that, but their survival is 50% possible. They learned murder of God, death, and worse. And they learned how to like very excessive, exacerbated murder of death and more. sometimes, and I know this is a hard conversation for goody husbands like you, but sometimes their happiness in murder starts to override everything else that they are, and it's just over and they don't make it. The United States, Dubai, every god that murdered with them, everybody who is 666 is hitting the most sickening, out of control, overloaded punishments for absolutely everything they've ever done today. I don't think, I completely don't think a God's going to try to fix them or protect them and say, fuck you to my death existence anymore. I think the gods that kept fixing them and protecting them to make it seem like I was such a murder nothing, or a murdered trash bag nothing. So I think the gods that have murdered me with the United States and Dubai, and fixed and helped and protected the United States and Dubai, are going to realize that they already face too much death forever since every single thing they've ever done. And I don't think they're going to do anything for the United States or Dubai anymore. Which means they're finally all going to just die together and not use my powers and everything I created to sit here and say fuck you to my face and help everybody to survive another day murdering me and laughing, or treating me like raped trash bag garbage and laughing. I think really most of it's dead and gone. But will the victims that are altered make it? Well, now you know the honesty about it, husband. Life is a very scary place. These are very serious crimes. Sorry, husband.